First thing he did, he was chipping and chasing and running around this Carrington Park, so he looks fine. Off we go. Super Saturday from Bathurst. And it's the Wests Tigers here with first use of it. This pitch is in immaculate condition. It is better than many of our regular NRL venues. As Toy Kamanu is brought down. There's only been 3 games on this deck today. You would not know it at all. Dave Clemmer now. Comes out to Bateman working the right edge. Penrith, no Fisher Harris, as you said, and no Martin. They've been getting used to that, but Lenu adds to it, not coming off the bench. That's a 40-20 possibility. Oh, it's a great kick from Brooks. What a start.
Yeah, and you get that little bit of confidence out of that, Luke Brooks. It was a good set there from the Tigers.
Reasonable time.
They started off a little bit slow, but they marched upfield quite comfortably. Plenty of time to put that kick in. The Tigers straight away on the attack now.
What an opening statement. His 11th career 40-20.
Get up now, sir.
Penrith, we know how good they are defensively. Number 1 again this year, as they have been the last few years. Clemmer on tackle number 2.
Moses, Matt, get up square.
Leota will be the last to get off him. Out it goes now for new ball there, this young Tyro.
Okay, don't draw now.
Has been impressive this year. Corus out back. A little run around play with Utoi Kamanu. Brooks using Papali'i, but well read by the defence. Oh, Brooks takes a tumble.
10 metres.
And offside Penrith. Well, that would have been tackle number 6, and Brooks obviously wouldn't have been the man kicking. Utoi Kamanu now.
Held. Release.
Man, stunned here. Wakeham.
6 more to run.
Another offside set restart here. You know this is the challenge for the Tigers. Not getting to this part of the field, but cashing in. Papali'i playing it. Clemmer. Strong run. Defence there, Eisenhuth there, along with Yo. Coruscant goes himself. Coruscant, close. Not close enough. Penrith, desperate defence. Brooks along the ground. It's going to be a try. It's Brandon Wakeham.
I agree. He does touch it, but I don't think he grounds it.
It's a 4-pointer.
Yeah, there's no way there was downward pressure there from, I think it was Dylan Edwards at the back. Great start to the kicking game from Luke Brooks. He's been criticised about it for the last few weeks. First the 40-20, couple of repeat sets. Here's the 40-20 to start it off for the Tigers. They got the ball back, couple of repeat sets there, 6 agains. And I don't think that Dylan Edwards, if it's the man there right under the post, grounds the ball. There he is. No way that he's ground that ball. No control. Wakeham follows through. And the Tigers open the scoring.
Perfect start. Penrith haven't touched that fingertip is the first touch Penrith have had. Oh, Luke Brooks, has he started the game any better in his 197?
Yeah, so important in kicking game in these sort of conditions. I mentioned a little bit earlier about Nathan Cleary being the best kicker in the code, but what a start from Luke Brooks. First the 40-20, then a perfectly timed grubber kick in and behind. Edwards couldn't ground the football in the in-goal area. He tried to ground it, didn't try to knock it dead in goal. And Wakeham, right on the spot, opens the scoring for the Tigers.
Wow. The Tigers, this is the biggest lead they've had all year. I don't say that, Tigers fans, I promise to rub it in, but is there something bubbling here? They've only had the lead 18 minutes all season. They're going to have the lead at least early here tonight. You could not script it any better. 6 points to 0. We send it downstairs to a soaking Jake Duke. Hello, Jake.
Good evening, Dan. You're talking about the Tigers there and they're not being in front for much of games. They're on a 12-game losing streak all the way back to last year, and in those 12 games, they've conceded the first try every time. So this is a good omen for the West Tigers, a good start for them. But as for the conditions, torrential, hasn't stopped raining all day, is not expected to stop raining for the rest of this game. So it is going to be a tough slog out there, but the fans, kudos to the fans turning out close to a sellout today, almost 10,000 in the house for this game.
Yeah, the town is buzzing, that's for sure. Utoi Kamanu, tremendous opening run.
Well, that's a little bit better from him too. We're just waiting for him. He's a huge man to become more aggressive, and that's a great start. It's amazing when you get a confident start. And straight away, this is a good set here from the Tigers so far.
Bateman now.
Up together, Mitch! Oh, guys, oh!
Several times Penrith in this glorious run of 3 or 4 years have been on their heels like this at the start of the game. Fanua ball there. Geez, plenty of metres up the middle. And a tidy set there, post points. It's going to be Wakeham to kick. Trying to use the slick surface to his advantage. Taruva bringing it back. And finally, Penrith, after 5 minutes and 18 seconds, get their hands on the ball. They have 4 wins and 3 losses. It's been a couple of years since they've lost 2 in a row, and that last time was during an origin period. Edwards looking to link up. Oh, that's a wild one. It's play on here, no knock on, but Sorensen flung back behind the 30. Just a little off here to start the game.
Well, I'll tell you what you can't do in these sort of conditions is run across field, because that's exactly what will happen. They're unlucky not to get the ball back there, the Tigers.
Here's Luai from inside the 40. It's got a great angle on it, but intelligently left alone there. Going into touch just short of the 20.
Well, they needed a little bit of luck there to start the game. Norfolima lets the ball go over his head. Ball goes into touch. Restart in the middle of the park here.
Yeah, Norfolima back in the side. Charlie Staines. Oof, that perforated bow. It just sounds awful, but our best to him, because that's there's going to be a recovery involved there. So Norfolima, haven't seen him in first grade since the stifling afternoon at Belmore. These are very different conditions, obviously.
I like seeing Norfolima back in the side too. Have a little bit of a stint in reserve grade. Wonderful returner of the football.
How shaped the kick there. I wonder if he had 40-20 in his mind, or he was just trying to fool the Panthers. Now he does kick, and there's some open space out there. Edwards has to get his skates on. Great chase too. Oh, they're up for this, the Wests Tigers.
Just having a look at the Penrith pack here. There's 4 or 5 blokes that aren't behind the ball yet. A lot of walkers early in this game. They haven't had a lot of football. The Tigers are up for it. Great kick chase.
What a shame for them.
Wait, Nathan.
They had been perfect for 7.5 minutes, but
Okay, mate.
marker not square, giving Penrith this passage towards halfway.
Line me up.
You know the great thing about this conditions, you can shorten your defensive line up a little bit. And just dare the opposition to go around you. Short passing game.
So Yo getting it onto the honour. Talk around here. The 4 games Penrith have lost this year, if you include the World Club Challenge, all in the rain. Very close though. Total of 5 points. The margin 1, 1, 1 and 2. So it comes out now for Yo. On for Cleary. Kicking here, bringing the chasers into play with Toto and Crichton. And now Penrith, it seems like they're in their groove.
They're very good at just kicking into corners early in the tackle count there, and just watch them bridge up here now. Tigers are doing a little bit tough here.
Brent Naton, he returns to the team as well. He had a shoulder problem, missed the last couple of games. Another former Panther. I'll say this, it's not as cold as it could be here in Bathurst. I think we're still in double digits. As now Coruscant, that's a sharp run.
It's exactly what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Coruscant's been doing that all season, but no one in support. They've got to have triggers when he runs. He's got to take the stripes off his shorts, get in support.
And again, Taruva having to go back for this. And a solid enough chasing line there with Borlet last to come off. Penrith have not trailed after 10 minutes in any game this year. As it comes now from Cleary for Crichton. Oh, he slipped past Naden. And then the penalty here for the high contact.
Yeah, Naden slipped over there. Crichton just off his right foot back in field. Kick chase from the Tigers have been good early in this game, but this really relieves the pressure now for the Panthers. Cleary.
Well, gives them their first chance.
For a little bit of distance here. Look at that for a kick.
So 35 away. And Brooks, the man with the very light but obvious contact to the head. Moses Leota.
Together now.
Offloading a lot in recent weeks. Not sure that'll be the case tonight with this driving rain. Matt Eisenhuth, a former Tiger, 4 years at Concord. Cleary, Leota inside the 20. Can't quite escape Papali'i. Clemmer with a bit of help. Penrith with their first chance. Yoda Luai puts in the kick. Oh, that is beautiful. It's Tyrone Peachey. One chance, one try for the Panthers, who hit straight back.
Well, they've got so many options, haven't they? If you have a look here on their right-hand attack, it's Cleary and co. Just getting set, and they go the other side. See him set up here, straight there to Yo. The second man play. Look at the bounce here. Peachey goes through unopposed. That's how good they can strike back straight away. They've got options on both sides of the field. Peachey won't get an easier one than that. Trying to catch Buller out, the fullback there for the Tigers. It looked like they were going to load down the other side. And Yo, with a perfectly weighted pass, the second man there to Luai to kick through, and Peachey scores. What a hit back.
So Peachey, Brock has played now 34 minutes this year and has 2 tries. 22 minutes against Canberra, 12 minutes here.
See what happens when you give away a penalty too for the high tackle here. Straight away, a good kick for touch. You can't offer them any field position, this Panthers side. They'll carve you up. And after a slow start from them, they've hit straight back.
So that'll test the mental fortitude of the Tigers to concede that one. It's the first opportunity Penrith have been presented. So Isaac Tungor with a pec injury, so he's out for a little while. So the door's certainly open there for Peachey. Yeah, good record here, Carrington Park. I mentioned that try earlier, the Canberra win. They scored 2 tries in the last 4 minutes to steal a game they had no right to win.
You wouldn't get a better start here from the Tigers, 8 from 8, but the Panthers hit back.
Crichton again doing the kicking and drilling it, so 6 points apiece here in Bathurst.
This is exactly why the Panthers wanted Tyrone Peachey back for times like this where they needed his versatility. You mentioned Isaac Tungo, Dan, that pectoral injury. At least up to 6 weeks he'll be sidelined with that, so this is Peachey's spot to hold on to for a couple of weeks to come, and he certainly likes playing against the Tigers. It's his first game playing against them since he left them last season, but he has his best winning record in the NRL against the Tigers, has won 9 of his 11 games against them, and he scores the Panthers' first try in this one.
Indeed, he was anything but a regular in the Tigers last year, so not a particularly happy year for him, and here he is back at Penrith. You can see now water is starting to splash around now. As good as this pitch is, that's a good run from Hosking. It's been excellent for Penrith. He's their leading tackler. Strong burst there. There's Leota. Runs it up. Oh, this is just going to kill the Tigers here. Another penalty.
The last one, you got 3 in, you're slow, guys.
Well, I go straight away in the attacking zone again. I'm expecting Wakeham. Plenty of traffic coming his way here. He scored the first try through there for a little grubber kick through, but I reckon he's going to have to make a lot of tackles here tonight for the Tigers.
So Leota again gets them going. A busy start, as you would expect.
Go on, no. On now. Release the legs!
Yo falling on his front. Kenny delivering for Cleary. In it comes for Sorensen in his 50th game for the club. Inside the 20, the Panthers. Kenny goes to Young. Out it comes for Cleary. On the angle. Beautiful quick hands from Edwards, and almost tunnelling his way was nice work from Junior Tupou. Cleary shaping to kick. Yo, Luai getting on the outside of Wakeham. They can't take advantage though. Great scurrying defence there. Norfoluma racing in. Last tackle. Cleary. Contest. Crichton taps it forward. He did the hard work, Steve Crichton. But it's Tigers' ball.
Yeah, just didn't get enough on it. Just trying to leap forward. I mentioned his leaps a little bit earlier. Knocked that ball back. Just got checked on the way through there. The Tigers hang on.
Stand square!
So this is Junior Tupou. One of the real shining lights of their 2023 season so far. And 6 more tackles, and we've got a player down. Matt Eisenhuth is down in back play here as the Tigers get a penalty. So Eisenhuth is down and being attended to. So right now the defensive line is down a player.
It's good signs too. Tupou there with a charging run. I think it was the man that runs straight over the top of Eisenhuth.
This is why the Tigers are trying to hurry up here. Cleary was pleading with the referee to stop play. Now he does.
Now the trainers have asked for it.
So, that's something looks out of place there, doesn't it, with Eisenhuth? So they've got Lindsay Smith and young Liam Henry on the bench tonight as their big men.
What are they doing with him?
Sonny Luke and Jamin Salmon as well.
He's a handful too, isn't he?
Oh, he looks in awful pain there, Matt.
Hey, it's out of my hands. The trainers asked for it to be stopped. Brent, wait. You want that? Just that?
Geez, you'd have to question whether we're going to see him again tonight.
Wait.
Looks like he's been collected the shoulder there.
Brent, I'll tell you when.
Big strong man just leaning down into the tackle there.
Get him on.
And Hoof just went a little bit low, just caught what he called a hip.
So Lindsay Smith is in his 7th first grade game. He's been in the side 3 times this year. Comes into the lineup.
Still got it.
Young Liam Henry will be playing his 2nd first grade game, the boy from Orange. Should see him a little later. Tigers looking for their 2nd here. His footwork could be dangerous tonight. Not contained here. Here's Coruscant. Oh, Clemmer. Great tackle from Leota around the ankles. Sharp play the ball. Brooks. Dummy not fallen for. Sorensen down low. Yo up top. Buller. Oh, it almost opened up for him. Now the last tackle. Trying to thread the needle there. And Penrith dodge a bit of a bullet.
Just got to be careful. The last couple of times they've had the Panthers pinned, they've given away the penalties. Just got to be super careful to get behind the referee here. Not give away a penalty, give him easy ground.
He did that the last 2 times. Cleary on now for Hosking. Oh! Contact from...
Time off.
That's a problem.
Easy.
That is a problem. Naden has flown in.
Arm involved, Ash.
Do you want to hope he hasn't raised that forearm there?
Came in like a missile.
Steve, I've got it.
Oh, it's a shoulder charge.
Well, if it's head contact, it's all over, isn't it?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, can you go back?
Well, that left arm is doing a little bit of something.
He's not with the trainer. He's up.
Hosking didn't seem too concerned by it.
I've got no arm involved.
Oh, it is going to be a shoulder.
Yep. Brent Naden, yeah? Yeah.
Oh, they might be about to lose one.
He'll go 10 in the bin anyway. That'll be the least of his worries here, if not a send-off.
There's no attempt with the arm to wrap or anything. Led with the shoulder. On report in the bin.
Well, sometimes in the past there'd been a little bit of leniency if it looked like the other arm was doing something, but it made a definitive decision. That was a deliberate shoulder charge.
Well, there's two teams in the competition. You don't want to be a man down. One of them's South and the other one's the Panthers.
I'll say this, if Hosking stays down there, we probably don't see Naden again tonight, but good for him, Zach Hosking. He's actually looking to get on with it. But now, Penrith with an extra man. And Naden, the first sin bin for the Tigers, the only other club. In fact, they were the only club coming into this game without a sin bin. They've made it hard for themselves here. Leota bending the line back, almost to the 20. Kenny. Now Cleary. Edwards again, quick hands, but it's put down by Toto.
Drags it forward. Watch him, watch him.
Yeah, not ball watching that time. We've seen the Panthers a number of times on their right-hand side. They can tip on these sort of conditions. The Tigers up in their face.
Strong guys. Just in front of it.
Toto just up a little bit too flat there. I reckon he'll take a step back now. Well, that's good defence for the Tigers. They hang on. A man down. They'll get the ball back here.
10 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. Please be bound, Dylan.
So you just tuned in. Tigers off to a flyer.
Please, Scott. Dylan.
Brennan Wakeham off a Luke Brooks grubber to start things off. Penrith hitting back. Luai grubbering for Peachy. So I guess it shouldn't be too shocking. The two tries have come from low kicks. And this is hard work here for the Tigers. Norfoluma, the last man to play it, still sitting on 99 first-grade tries. Utoi Kamanu swarmed in upon. Penrith are racing up here to make contact, although Clemmer, that's strong.
He's been good early in this game too, hasn't he, Clemmer?
Oh, there's a strong run from Utoi Kamanu. He was more with his first hit up in the set, not that time. Here's a kick, which is nonchalantly taken here by Edwards. Jake Duke, you've got some news on Matt Eisenhuth.
He won't be back down. It is a shoulder injury, and the Panthers have ruled him out for the rest of this one.
Well, let's just hope it's short term. Thank you, Jake. So down to 16, the Panthers, and now they continue to go sideways here. Taruva trying to straighten them.
Hold it, guys. Hold it. Hold it. Go three. Thanks,
Really anywhere for Toto to go. This is number 13 on 12 is Lindsay Smith. That one. Oh, that's an enormous kick. That has gone, well, 50 on the full. And the rainmaid just held it back a bit. That rocketed off his boot. So now, Buller.
They're very good at kicking early in the tackle count, aren't they? Just pinning you in the corner. It's been Cleary early in this game. They've gone right to the end of their count.
Very strong run out from Papali'i, followed up by Norfoluma. Still plenty of time with Naden in the sin bin with Clemmer. Almost to halfway. Brooks. Oh, beautiful pickup. Now going nowhere, Edwards had one of the rougher nights of his career many years ago against Melbourne, but this is a man in supreme form and has been for a long, long time, Dylan Edwards. Peachy now.
It's been quality stuff from both sides with their possession. Only a couple of errors here from the Panthers early, none from the Tigers.
Cleary straightening that time, but Edwards taking a tumble.
Go for it.
Luai again sideways, Cleary, Peachy, terrific defence stuff at top. Cleary pressured into that, so it goes straight up. Crichton, well, that bounced to him.
Nathan, well, wait, just let me explain. It's not for the lateness. He's in a vulnerable position when he lands. That's what the penalty's for.
Challenge that, he got pushed before he kicked the ball.
Do you want to challenge it?
Challenge. Oh, that's flat.
Well,
I'll come back.
there's no doubt the hands are on Cleary before he kicked. That's why it skewered straight up.
The decision is not because it's late. It's a hit for in a vulnerable position when he's landing. I'll come back, Dave.
Gee, it's a tough call, these sort of conditions.
We have seen a definite change, a tightening of this over the last few weeks. This will take it to another level, Block.
David Nofaluma makes contact with Nathan Cleary before the ball is kicked. We're playing on at this stage.
Yeah, that you have to, Block. You have to. So good challenge this, it would seem. And then Crichton, well, it came away to the Tigers anyway.
Stephen Crichton loses the ball forward and then knocks it back. It's then picked up by Luke Brooks, and then the whistle is then
Just play the ball here. Luke.
the whistle is then blown. It is a mutual infringement. The Tigers will play the ball.
RP. Luke, play the ball here.
The challenge is successful.
When I blow the whistle, it's in. When I blow it, stay there.
Dare I say, little common sense.
Yeah, well, mate, you could argue that he was trying to make a tackle, Norfolk.
Well, indeed. All right. So Tigers here. Field position is good. 6-all. This is Offahengawi with a solid opening run. And Clemmer's been terrific. 9th run already. He always puts up big numbers, but they've really put a dent in the Panthers so far. Bateman. It's a terrific tackle around the ankles from Lindsay Smith. Wakeham probing. Oh, a little wild ball there, not panicking, although the contact from Crichton means it comes out.
Backwards, off Tigers, knock on from Stephen.
Well, just the little things going the Tigers' way here. Penrith knock on.
A bit more desperate there to get on the ball. Crichton knocks the ball forward. It's a nice Wakeham, just an ordinary pass. Pretty hard to pick up that one.
Make sure we blind a bit quicker, guys.
But you're right, they'll get the ball back.
And time continues to tick away. They really haven't thrown much at the Tigers, the Panthers, since Naden's been put in the bin.
Hold in there tight, Scott.
Jake Duke's right. That rain's not getting any lighter. And the Tigers, well, this would be a statement if they could put points on with a man down. Brooks. Well, there. Inside the 30 now with Kenny. As well as Hosking making that tackle. Coruscant, he's been threatening all night. There's that footwork from Papali'i. Then the strength to get through Kenny.
Get up now and score!
Inside the 10, the Tigers. 3 tackles left. Brooks gets it on. Wakeham keeps it going. Peachy makes a big tackle. To'a swallowed up. Just a settler, it looks like here with Offahengawi, so it's going to come down to the last. The grubber, you would think. Oh no, Brooks. Charge down. Penrith ball.
Yeah, you've got to come away with something a little bit better than that. The West Tigers just couldn't finish off. That's been their problem all season.
Now the early ball movement here. Crichton. Oh, he just cuts right through. This is an awesome run from Crichton. And Buller just put his body in the way. But now Penrith quickly turn defence into attack. Oh, Bateman wanted a piece of Cleary. And if it was a dry surface, he might have got him. Smith keeps it going. Luai fires it out. Taruva back to the middle. Oh, he almost got through Offahengawi as well. Clemmer there as well to finish it. Yo straightening.
Go.
Cleary is going to run, then the flick. Edwards on. Crichton, To'o back in. And Brooks has nowhere to go.
See how they all get on board with the kick back in field in these sort of conditions from Stephen Crichton. Love the way he can skip out of tackles. Geez, that's good there from To'o. Just slipped over Brooks. I think he would have been battling to get back in field. Well read there by Cleary.
What did the Tigers do?
10 seconds, Luke.
Well, there's the difference too. The Tigers up the other end couldn't force the line drop out.
Stay on.
The Panthers are good enough to do it. They went 100 metres in that set.
They're going to back their defence. So Naden's still in the bin. Kenny. Straight into Coruscant.
John, no more. Here it is. Brendan, hold.
Number 16, Alex Twall into the game with Bateman there. Lindsay Smith.
Up there, Brendan. Walk in.
Sonny Luke getting it on. Now Cleary. Hosking.
Alex now.
Grass cutter again, Coruscant. Yo at the line. Smith taken by Bateman inside the 10. Luke threatens to go the short side. Open for Yo. Cleary holding it. Edwards on Junior Tupou. Big gamble and it pays off. Big last tackle this. Cleary, it's Coruscant rushing up this time. The rebound.
6 more.
And it's 6 more tackles.
Stand square. Hold Tigers. Hold. Go.
Concerted pressure.
Joe off you.
Lindsay Smith has been seeing plenty of it as Luke. Well, that goes awry. Luai was the intended target and the Tigers come away with it. So now we're dealing with a 13-on-13 situation.
Yeah, just a little bit of indecision there from Luke. Come out of dummy half, double pumped.
Get on there.
These sort of conditions you need blokes hitting short holes.
Nathan's good.
That's another good run. Is that Bateman?
Yeah. Go for.
We watch now. To'a almost tears them open.
Hold there, last one. Go.
The kick here to Ruva. Oh, that was a little clumsy.
Come off.
This slip, common sense in this.
What about that for a take? Taruva. Straight into stride. Beautiful pickup. Norfoluma gets him a little bit high. Great balance.
Time on.
Nothing more than a penalty, but pretty obvious one. The Tigers are in this game up to their armpits.
Yeah, they're playing a good short passing game off Happy Coruscant, aren't they?
Front foot line.
And they haven't made any mistakes. That's the biggest problem for the opposition. They've only had one uncompleted set for the Tigers.
But when they have been punished, hasn't happened often in this game, it's been off penalties.
Make sure you're straight.
Sorensen there. They wanted to escort him over the sideline. Yo threatening. Numbers though. Twall combining with Coruscant. Cleary for Edwards. The shovel. Crichton. Oh. Piggybacking there was Coruscant. Luke. Yo. Cleary, the step, the kick, the rebound. Play on. Luai. Taruva. He's over. Taruva gets his way into the in goal.
Yep.
But it's going up as no try.
Okay, Ash. We've got no try. If we've got no try, Joe Offengowie is offside, so we've got a penalty.
Norfoluma looks like he's knocked that ball out. Been a good battle. Taruva up against Norfoluma.
Well, there was a heap of space, it seemed, between Taruva and the sideline.
Call of offside from the Tigers. Sunia Taruva loses possession of the ball and knocks it on before the try line.
Terrific
The
tackle.
on-field call of offside. Tigers will stand.
So
We have a decision.
They're not out of it. It'll just be a penalty.
The on-field ruling was that Joe was offside, so we've got a penalty. Who's offside? Joe. Joe.
From Gowie's offside. That's what they're calling.
Closer to the post this.
Offside, too early, Joe. No, too early. Time on.
What is their intention? 2 fingers go up from Nathan Cleary.
You generally do what the opposition don't want you to do.
Going for 2, guys.
Taking the 2, the Tigers will probably be happy with that. I know he'll throw it over and go in front, but gee, they were under the pump there. Got done for numbers a couple of times. Norfoluma with a great tackle. Had to get on his bike to get across there. Taruva got on his outside.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I disagree though.
So Penrith have had, as we watch this replay,
Yeah.
that was great work from Cleary. Penrith have had more ball in the opposition half, but 1 try apiece. Meters are about the same.
Yeah.
1 error from the Tigers in nearly 30 minutes.
We said it earlier in the game, that before the game, that Cleary's kicking game would really put the Tigers under pressure. That's been the case. Just kicking the corners, great chase from the Panthers. The Tigers right in this.
So Steve Crichton makes it 2 from 2, and for the first time tonight, the Panthers have the lead. The Umbrellas are staying up. They're not coming down for a while. It's a wonderful sight here, and it's going to be a wonderful sight at Suncorp next week. The world's largest rugby league festival, Magic Round. Friday it starts. Canterbury-Canberra's the early game, and it's Manly-Brisbane. What a blockbuster that will be. This time next week, South and Melbourne will headline the Saturday games. Tigers are going to play Sunday against St George Illawarra in the first game. So tickets still available, not many left. It really is one of the great weekends to go along as a fan. The city of Brisbane will be buzzing. You really need to be you're a rugby league fan, you've got to be part of it at least once. So Mitch Kenny now in his role as a runner with Sonny Luke in the game. Comes out for Science. Well, the Tigers have done their best work this year in second halves. It's been the first halves where they've had games taken away from them. That's a great tackle. Coruscant looks like
Hits the defender, guys.
he's played a role again.
Shot clock on.
I think Twale's involved in the tackle there too. Mitch Kenny, not the biggest of players, back on the inside. Some great
Use the line,
contact
guys.
there.
Use the line.
Twale over the top. Happy underneath.
You can see how badly Appy wants to win this. He has been in everything so far.
He's a great competitor. That's why they bought him.
Hold away.
There's a great sight.
Tight. Scott, Zach.
Steam coming off the players.
Shot clock off. Break.
There's Naden. So his sit-bin time did not hurt as much as it really could have. Fanua Brooks finding Wakem. 4th time they've been paired this year.
Yeah, hold in. Hold!
Lippers trying to rush up on Coruscant. And in the end, off of Hengawi, nowhere to go.
Go for it.
Again, these are all set-up plays here with 1 tackle left.
Sonny here. Hold! Go.
Coming towards the Papali'i side as Naden coming through as well. Up they go. He's come down with it, has he?
Backwards off him. Grounded by Dylan.
So
Goal line dropout.
To'o went up. He almost caught it on the way back down. Goal line dropout with Edwards putting it to bed.
It's exactly what they needed too. They've been down here a few times. They needed to get a repeat set. They've been able to do that. Papali'i looks like the man most likely for mine for the Tigers. They need to get him into
Short
open space.
restart, but they're back there. And now, inside the 10, Stafford try. Tremendous play.
Go on, no. Moses!
Norfoluma. Swivel.
Tyrone, get out! Don't go early. Hold in!
Peachy in no hurry to get off. Had to be 6 more tackles. Oh, there's footwork from Offahen Dowie. Camped inside the 10.
Go on, John.
With a full set. Ball there. Goes himself. Oh, we wanted to reach out, but thought it might be a double movement. Coruscant. Loose. Great pick up, Wakeham. Papali'i flat-footed. Now they're outside the 10. Coruscant. Gets it on. Papali'i burrows his way. Great save. Hosking and Crichton. Now a standard hit up from Twall. So here it comes. They're stacking the right side here. Coruscant, he's going to grab a pinballs. Oh, it's just out of reach of everyone.
Well, can you believe it? The ball didn't pull up. He's been put under all sorts of pressure in the first half. Dylan Edwards. Again, Coruscant with a little grubber, follows the kick up. The outstretched arm.
Fingertips.
Wow. Make sure it's middle and it's a drop kick.
He knows how close he was there.
This time, the more conventional dropout, and it's 60 metres. And it's Wakeham looking for a big fella to give it to, and he finds one in Twall. Inside the last 5 minutes of this captivating first half.
Hey, we're not going around us. We're trying to go through.
There's Brooks, dummies. Great thing about country football, everyone's so close, you can hear some strange things through the effects mic. Now is Vanua Bole there. And they're back to the 10-metre line. They've done well. 2 plays left. There's Coruscant. Brooks, oh, that's a tremendous tackle. Nathan Cleary. So Brooks unlikely to be kicking here. On Wakeham, again they go to the air. And off hands. So there was a man who had a crack at it ever so briefly. Interesting tactic. They've had their successes with grubbers, but a couple of times they've gone with the high ball.
Gee, that's a good response there from the Panthers. They're up over the 40 already.
Yeah, this is a big 4 minutes here. And the Tigers have to hang on. Here's Cleary. Oh, touchdown! It's Papali'i. Gets it on. Naden. Oh, Dylan Edwards. Sensational. But now, a full set again. Papali'i. Cleary was looking for the 40-20. Papali'i wasn't having any of it. Brooks. Oh, beautiful footwork.
Get up, Dylan!
Yo with the tackle. This is great stuff. Wakeham with a long ball. Bateman hasn't really made an impact yet.
Get up, square!
A little laborious there. What's their tactic on this last? Wakeham through the hands. Oh, Naden! It might have gone backwards, but it doesn't matter.
Middle, play the ball.
This is the Tigers of 2023. They get their chances.
It was a great charge down there. Papali'i getting himself involved in the game. Gave it to the much quicker man. What a cover tackle that was from Edwards. Brilliant.
These Tigers are giving Penrith all they can handle. To River.
Gee, you got to pay credit to the players, haven't you? With this pouring down rain. It's been pouring for ages. The handling's been outstanding.
It's a kick from well inside the 40. Allowed to go out Norfoluma, knowing no, it's nowhere near the 20.
Middle, just behind the line. 29 metres.
Well, fair bit for the team back at the Clive Churchill studio to discuss. This has been a terrific contest, albeit with just the 2 tries. An upset down at Brookvale, and there's not a Dolphins game that goes by that some crazy stuff doesn't happen. Another wonderful comeback, but Canberra going the distance with that extraordinary post-match press conference from Ricky Stewart. Here's Twall. Wakeham getting it on. Naden on the angle.
Right.
Tupou. And To'o putting his body in the way. And new set, that's handy. That gives the Tigers the last crack at it. Wouldn't this be something if they scored just before the halftime siren? Brooks for Bullock. Bateman for To'a. Another set restart. Now a penalty.
Was it knock on? You're offside. Jerome.
Now fingers are going in the air. This is not an easy shot at goal, obviously.
No.
But it'd be very nice to go into the break half-time at 8 points apiece against the two-time defending premiers.
Yeah, they were quick to point to for the conversion here from the kick at goal. It's Wakeham that's going to take the shot. It's been a high energy first half, hasn't it? Both sides throwing everything at each other. You'd think in these sort of conditions that they can toss the ball around as much as they have.
So no matter what happens with this kick, we have a serious contest here in Bathurst. Green and Wakeham.
Make sure we're staying onside.
11 in from touch on the non-preferred side for the right footer. Anything but a gimme. Only a couple of Panthers in the in goal here. So I think they've conceded Wakeham will kick this dead. And doesn't matter, straight through. Yeah, they're up and about the West Tigers. They're up for this indeed. They are providing a genuine challenge. This is a terrific contest. 8 points apiece. Carrington Park at Bathurst.
In this second half, they played so well. Get a couple of repeat sets, really try and mount pressure. Here we go.
Tigers, first time this year, they start a second half not behind on the scoreboard. Would it be a real night of first when they get that first win?
Release! Hold, guys, hold!
This is the other first to bring it forward. Remember, they're doing this without Matt Eisenhuth, a nasty shoulder injury, so he's out of the game. And Fisher Harrison Martin not here, nor Spencer Lenu, so getting a little thin in the forwards, the Penrith side. And they've still got a team of champions as Sorensen now on tackle 4. Penrith have not lost a couple in a row since 2021. As Edwards, saved their bacon at least a couple of times in that first period.
And they love playing that pressure cooker type game, don't they? They're going to have to play so well in the second half. The West Tigers, I think the danger men here for the Panthers, Isaiah Yeo is eventually going to get an offload. No offloads in the first half. Look out for Dylan Edwards coming in to make that extra man.
It was notable just how they bounded out of the dressing room and onto the field for this second period. Rain has not eased at all here in Bathurst. The clear camera's almost not doing it justice. It is bucketing down here. Crowd hasn't moved though. It's chock-a-block here. New ball there to Alex Twald. Good to see Jamin Salmon for Penrith. Jake Simpkin nor Tommy Talau made an appearance for the Tigers. It was Luai putting a bit of pressure on, but no dramas there. Sunir Taruba. He carries it back. So we're on our way in this second period. Down to you, Jake Duke.
Tigers coach Tim Sheens called that the best half of footy the Tigers have produced all season. Just wants them to get back in the battle, go set for set, and just have better options on their last tackles. While for Ivan Cleary, really disappointed what's their completions to improve. They had 10 errors in that first half. The Panthers and 19 missed tackles, said it's not good enough.
10 errors to 2. Overwhelming stat there. Thank you, Jake. I wouldn't imagine there'd be a great deal of panic about Penrith. Boy, they've been in some tight games, though, this year. Been on either side of the results. You've been impressed with his game from Steve Roach. He's been very safe.
Yeah, he has, and he's been in good positions too, because Cleary can pick you up where you're not, kick away from you, or put you under pressure with different sort of kicks. But he's going to be a super player, this young kid. Give him a full season. He's athletic. Love to see him in broken field.
It's been well noted. Basketball background, could have been a basketballer. His dad acknowledged last week as Coruscant splits them open. Now he's got no one to give it to, so he just takes the tackle. But an incisive run. Out it comes out of Brooks. Papali'i, barnstorming run over the 10. Now the last tackle. Superb set. Can they finish it? Brooks, they make it hard for him. Oh, he just gets boot to ball, but whether it's a knock on or whether he goes down with it, that's the end of that.
Gee, there's Epi coming out of dummy half just to show him the go. Isaiah Yeo with just an arm grab. Good tackle there by Edwards. It looked like he injured himself there in the back plate.
Ooh, okay. Well, he puts his body in harm's way so often. Being treated here, just stretching that arm out as play continues.
I keep saying it, Papali'i's the man, built low to the ground. They need to get him some early football. He's been very powerful here this afternoon or this evening.
He's had a tremendous little period either side of half-time with that charge down and then that steamrolling run. So the meters have been hard to come by for Penrith all night. It speaks to the line speed of the Tigers as Sonny Luke at dummy half. Yo, that's a strong run. And now Papali'i clutching at his lower back. And here is Buller. I have to say, before Coruscant made the gap, Jareem, it's a mix between Dream and Jordan. His dad was a massive Michael Jordan fan. Jareem Buller. So put the two together, you get Jareem. Well, that's not the greatest play the ball, and that makes a bird of it. Penrith now with their first chance. That is the sort of error we have not seen tonight from the Tigers.
And they show plenty of patience too. There's a knock on, is it?
We've got a scrum. There's no advantage. Hey, Dylan.
No, it's coming back. Penrith scrum. Penrith scrum here.
Guys, Panthers feet, no advantage.
I'll tell you one thing about the Panthers. When they get themselves in a real 80-minute grind, they're very patient.
Can we go back a bit, guys? Can we go back 5 metres?
No advantage played.
5 metres, 5
We'll
metres.
go back to the scrum, and the Panthers have to loosen the feet. What is it, 30 out?
Indeed, 5 of their 7 games decided by 6 or less. This rain, you can't say it's getting heavier because it's hardly possible for that to be the case. Tigers again, so much ball in the opposition 20. Penrith now, what can they do with it? It's been rare for them to see the ball so close to the try line. This is Lindsay Smith, who's going to get a lot more game time than normal. With Matt Eisenhuth out of the game early. Yo. Leota charging onto it. Ball down low. Ball there. So is Simpkin. Here's Sorensen aiming for the left upright.
Straight up.
2 tackles left. There's Simpkin giving that one away. Yo, it almost opened up for him. But they can be patient here with a full set to work with. Leota first receiver. Simpkin first contact. Ball there as well with Buller. There it goes. Smith spotted that Buller took a little tumble there, but Buller redeemed himself just in time. Goalpost comes in handy as well. Now Edwards, that's play on. That might be play on 2. Not now. Toto puts it down. That was a mess. And not aided by the fact the Tigers were rushing up to put pressure on.
Yeah, it's great defence there from the Tigers. No ball watching there. Edwards, we know how good he is at doing that tap on. Put under all sorts of pressure. We mentioned it a couple of times. The Panthers just trying to go around the Tigers. They haven't ball watching, just stayed flat-footed. They've got him up in their face and they've forced a few errors.
This is the scene of the night. These fans I just have to remind you, they've been here since 3 o'clock. They wanted to get a nice position here. And if it meant standing in the rain for 6 hours, so be it.
It's amazing, isn't it, Dan, in these sort of conditions? Both sides playing so well. Only 3 offloads in the whole game so far.
Oh, hang on. There was Liotta getting in there. Brooks from inside the 40. He's already got one of these tonight. Oh, it takes a turn. It's close.
He's done it.
He's got another 40-20. 2 in the game.
We mentioned how good the kicking game of Ivan Cleary, of Cleary is, I'm sorry. Nathan Cleary. Oh, 40-20 again.
Luke Brooks is finally getting the bounce of the ball go his way.
He had to get on his bike too. Edwards to cover across there.
Their one try came off a 40-20. Continue to put pressure on the champions. Brooks. His footwork from Talau, or rather Tupou, Junior Tupou. Tommy Talau still on the bench. Off ahead, Gowie lifted and put down. Ball run around. Simpkin for Wakeham. Buller floating it. Now a chance. They're in. Norfoluma. Try number 100. And he does it against the Premiers on what might be the most magical night.
Well, he couldn't believe his luck. He just looked up. Norfoluma to score his 100th try. What an effort. The 40-20, it was all started. We saw that in the first half. The Tigers who were able to get a try after it. Here's the 40-20. You see the chase coming there from Edwards. Just arrives just a fraction too late. The old run around just gets the players involved. A lot of flat-footed. There's the money ball over the top. Norfoluma can't believe his luck.
He's been sitting on 99 for a while.
Go, Brendan. Come on.
First try of the year. And the Tigers have the lead. Really, they've picked up from where they left off in the first half.
Look at the smile on his face too now, and he'll know straight away that's his 100th. I think that was Buller that threw that over the top pass. The young fullback backing himself there. It was a beautiful pass over the top, the Norfoluma. That just shows the skills. This kid's going to get better and better.
Nice to see some smiles on the Tigers' faces. Oh. They lead again. They can feel this. Luke Brooks doing a lot of talking.
Well, look too, Dan, if we do see the replay of where it was, Buller passed that ball over the top. That's sensational play from such a young player to back himself like that on his second game in.
And that's not bad, but that kissed the upright. But Tigers back in front, 12 points to 8.
It was young Jareem Buller who chucked that last pass. Walker, his first try assist in the NRL. Not bad for a kid who was only added to the Tigers' top 30 squad this year when he signed an extension to 2025. That's how much confidence they've got in this kid. And David Norfoluma, he hasn't played in the NRL since round 3 this year, recalled into the side with that injury to Charlie Staines. He gets over for a try, and it all comes off a terrific 40-20 from Luke Brooks. 2 tonight. He'd only had 1 this season. Great play from the Tigers.
Number 96 for the Tigers. Of course, he had that little stint with the Storm last year. David Norfoluma, and when he was hooked at Belmore, there were question marks whether we'd see him again, but circumstances have presented this chance and he's taken it.
Well, you know one thing for sure, the Tigers have got themselves in front, but the Panthers, the Premiers won't lie down.
Yeah, well, they're used to these tight contests. Wakeham. Luai again racing up, so whatever Wakeham had planned, he had to change his mind.
Need to go back to back here.
Brooks into the Torrential rain. Oh, that's a wonderful catch.
10 metres, 10 metres.
That was courage personified from Brian To'o.
And I think a lot of times we take it for granted, those sort of takes from the wingers. To'o that time, his eyes never left the ball. It was a good chase for the Tigers too. What a great take. You see it so often, you take it for granted.
And then following up with a run, not resting on his laurels there. That's an excellent run from Taruva. The two wingers pushing the defence back. Yo. Three of them needed to stop him. He's clearly under the ground by Papali'i, but again, that was all fine. You just have to be on high alert these days. Start for To'a. Remember, the Tigers have done this with Nate in the bin for 10 minutes.
Just want to see a little bit more from Bateman here. The most experienced player out there, along with Appy for the Tigers. Just need to see him get his hands on the ball. You know how unorthodox he can be.
You would think these are his conditions, Northern English type stuff. There he goes, looking to fall on his front and get the sharp play of the ball, which he does. Brooks places that well. Edwards obviously recovered from that knock he took earlier, and he gets away from Waker. Now he straightens. Great start to the set, Dylan Edwards. Now, that's off the hand of Norfoluma, so that'll get them an extra tackle. One try came off a grubber kick. They've only had 16 tackles in Tigers 20. They just haven't had chances.
Oh, gee, that sets the setup well, doesn't it? That great kick return there from Dylan Edwards. They're up over the halfway line now.
So Cleary not waiting for the last here. Perhaps seeing Buller not quite in position for the kick to the corner. Now the chase here from Crichton. To'o and Cleary were there. Buller just gets down in time. But Penrith here have just gone up a gear. And now the Tigers really have to roll their sleeves up. Good galloping run this. That's a tremendous burst. It was Junior Tupa. This gets him out of a bit of a jam and some breathing space. Well, the way Brooks is kicking, you can do anything with it, no matter how deep they are. Not for Hingawi now. So he'll need every bit of his boot, although it's coming to the Wakeham side. Good pressure there from Sorensen. And this time Edwards can really put the foot down. Already closing in on halfway.
It's been a highlight of the Tigers, their kick chase here. I know they've got a couple of 40-20s, but they've come down in numbers and really put pressure on the back five of the Panthers. They've got to keep going.
Hosking.
Jamin Salmon just had that little bit of spark now for the Panthers.
Luai getting away from Tommy Talau. Brought down by Twall. Penrith are rolling here. Cleary. Didn't like what he saw. He's outside, so he straightens and he pins the ears back and he scores if he got it down.
I reckon he's lost it. Have a look at him.
He was home. It's no try.
I'm not like how he runs through anyway.
It's an astonishing save.
Shot clock's on, scrum.
Gee, I love the way he backs himself, but should have scored there. Cleary got great pace.
Scrum.
Oh, Buller just puts his body in the way.
Nice tackle. Geez, that's a couple of good involvements.
Go, scrum, let's go. Scrum.
Great tackle.
Oh, he was home.
Joe, that would have been checked anyway.
Maybe the Rugby League gods have decided, you know what, these Tigers have suffered enough.
Wait, guys, come
That's
on.
reward for effort there from Jareen Buller.
Jake. Break.
There's just 24 minutes to go.
You just can't play the clock. You just got to keep playing now, the Tigers. Don't think they're home at any stage.
Good run from offhand Gary. Ball in. Oh, he's whacked. Forces an offload. They haven't done much of this. They get away with it. Buller's quick hands for Bateman. That's just the second offload for them all night. Penrith only have two themselves. Run there from top. In fact, that's Talau out there in that position. Here's a run from Twall. Stuck to this side. Oh, great take. Stephen Crichton, he is so skillful.
Well, it's been the highlight for the Tigers, the way they've been able to pour through the middle. That was a great set from them. After Cleary nearly scored up the other end.
Here's Bateman trying to put a shot on. So Tommy Talau's an interesting one. He played 32 minutes off the bench last week. Obviously, he's a centre. There's now Luke with a good sprightly burst and the quick play of the ball. But this is the last tackle, so up it goes.
You just get the sense that the Panthers are starting to click in gear. They've upped the tempo here. That was a great set, probably the set of the game from them so far. Behind on the scoreboard, they know how to react.
Using his pace here, getting around Taruva. Now he's away. He'll come to the fullback. He's just a bit too far away from his man. Now, was that a little high? Yes, it was. If Norfoluma was a little closer, the pass might have been on.
He was trying to look for him back on the inside there, wasn't he?
Now, this probably is too far away for a shot at goal. It's 35 out on a tight angle.
Come on, guys.
Oh, they committed the two of them there, Edwards. And obviously Peachy. So Norfoluma would have been untouched, but
they're going to play on. Here they go.
They've still got it, the Tigers. As good as Penrith are in these conditions, if the Tigers get another, that makes it really tough. Bit of a spread. Oh, Luke just taking a tumble. Bump forward by Clemmer. Here's Borley. Great footwork for North Borley. His 12th run. Really testing the Panthers' defence. They're inside the 10 again. 12. Imagine if he got his first try tonight. Second. Clemmer. It's all conservative stuff. Clemmer's almost there. 2 tackles left. Tigers knocking on the door. Brooks holding it up. That's beautifully read by the defence. Talau crunched. Last. Buller. The grubber. Edwards. He's gone.
That's good play there from Buller. You see the confidence growing. He threw that ball for Norfoluma just a little while ago, but this time puts the grubber kick in. Edwards always on point, on the spot. Tigers get the repeat set.
Penrith, the grubbing kick. They've tried this before. Composure from Norfoluma. Back to the middle. Penrith. They have to hold on here. Here's Twall. Twall almost away. Hosking just holding on. 10-metre line in front of them. Brooks back in field. Clemmer got close a moment ago. Bateman on the right. Is it his time? Here it comes. Waken. Bateman the decoy. Through the hands as To'a goes to ground. 2 tackles left. And this is an innocuous play. Well, that's the old West Tigers right there.
Well, I don't think they were expecting Clemmer to offload the ball there. It was a late offload. Twal knocks it on.
Boy, that's anticlimactic.
Panthers come away with the ball.
Hands on hips for a lot of these Panthers. They have done so much defence. Tigers, 88% completions. And a lot of the Panthers defending has been on their try line or close to. Oh, that's a line baller from Luke. Luai lost it. Simpkin with the tackle.
Yeah, well done from Simpkin. Another turnover from the Panthers. Errors really starting to mount now. 12 errors from the Panthers in this game to 4 to the Tigers.
Just a touch of panic there.
And what a place to start their set too.
There's some Tigers fans here.
Shot clock off. Jake, in.
That rain still pelting down.
Wouldn't that be a story to tell? If you come to Bathurst, you stand in the rain for 6 hours, but you were there the night they broke their 9-month drought. Here's Clemmer. Bullet. Steady start to this set. Now on the run is Waken, firing it here. Native great tackle around the waist. That Stephen Crichton. Not much doing here again. That 5th play for the Tigers hasn't offered all that much on this in this game. Brooks to Lau. Got to get rid of it. Again, that's this is what's killing them. These last couple of plays, it's been the story of many a week.
I don't know whether they will mind turning the ball over there. Got him hemmed in the corner now. Some tough runs. Toto always willing to put his hand up.
Edwards, ditto. Peachy. This is all they've got at the moment, the Panthers, just tough carries. 16.5 minutes left.
Happy Coruscant about to re-enter the game for the Tigers as they try to close this one out, guys.
Well, we saw how brilliant he was with his opening stint. He tortured his former teammates. Cleary straightening, Edwards shoveling, Crichton running, taking on Brooks. Brooks makes the tackle.
Last one!
So Cleary goes high. Comes back off Salmon, it's play on. Peachy rolls it in. And it's a line dropout.
Shot clock on.
Always at you, aren't they? It's a great kick there from Cleary. And Peachy right on the ball. The grubber kick in the goal, perfectly weighted. And the left footer. Faluma gets on his bike. This could be the difference between the two teams now. The Panthers got the experience when they're down in that attacking zone.
They're going short. It's got to get there. Well, it'll be tapped by the Panthers on the 10.
Nath. Okay. Wait for me, mate. Goal line, goal line. Goal line.
Geez, they go so well and then they make a mistake like that.
Fancy they wouldn't have done it if they were only 2 in front. Incredible! First play! Look at him celebrate!
Shot clock on.
Have you seen a side as desperate as this in 2023?
Mitch Kenny coming away with the error there. Some great front on defence from the West Tigers.
Let's go.
Loses the ball. Oh, gee, do you have a little bit of a rip at that,
Let's get our 6, guys.
There was a leg in there, all legal, of course, the leg. And that's a thumping shiner falling under Dave Clemmer.
Be well worth it if they win. You'd have 2 of them.
Break. Move, Liam. Hold. Go away.
Penrith, the negative on their game tonight, they have made errors. Not unexpected in these conditions, but that's what the Tigers haven't done.
You've just got to keep playing direct. They're finding it quite comfortable making yardage up the middle.
3-4 forwards for the Tigers have made over 100 metres. They really have stood up to this point. Tall, he's one of those with over 100. And now they've just gone through the middle, all set. Textbook stuff. Brooks. Edwards again. The Tigers, some of the most dramatic moments in the last 12 months of the NRL have involved the Tigers. This time a year ago, those dramatic wins against Parramatta and South. It's never easy. Salmon, that's a strong run. But that's it, that's tackle number 5. Salmon. Oh, he's going to get a look.
Last tackle.
We're going to have a look at the crusher tackle here.
He's going to get a viewing here while he's down. Yeah, it's tall with that arm there.
I don't think he's really lean heavy on him at the back there.
It's the last tackle, guys.
Yeah, no, they've satisfied.
I think he tried to pull out of it there, Twalt.
Time on.
He's up quickly, Salmon. Here's the kick.
Jerome, give 10. Up scrimmage. Wait, Sonny.
Conceded just one try.
Go one.
Junior Tupou in his 14th run there. That's a terrific burst from Naden.
Hold. Hold. You're on top. You're on top. Go two. Hold. Jamie Lewis.
Toy Kamado had a very good opening stint. So did this man, Dave Clemmer.
Release. Go 4.
12 bends them back.
Last one. Ready. Go. No late.
Wakeham's kick. Contest, not quite. And then Norfoluma.
Safe.
He's tackling him in the air there.
Okay, mate. Time off.
He picked the wrong
Guys, time
target
off.
to begin with, Norfoluma, where the ball was going to land.
Wait.
And then he's coughed up a penalty.
Well, he's deliberately left the ground there, Taruva knowing that he gets hit on the way down. Oh, they're saying that's high. It's a tough penalty if it's for a high tackle.
Goodness.
Yep. Prior foul play, so we'll go back to it.
Were you looking at a hip drop somewhere previously?
No, the penalty is to Penrith. Sonny! Nathan!
Ooh. So you've got Luke and Kenny in the tackle there.
Well, Sonny Luke lost his legs there, so
Sonny.
that'll be the hip drop.
And Sinbin and penalty.
Let's wait.
This
So we've got
completely
prior
changes the
active foul
game.
play, which will supersede this penalty. It's a hip drop in the middle, on report in the bin.
Yeah, he left his both feet off the ground there.
Mark Ash.
This is a penalty in front.
32 out.
Yeah, studs
here
off
for
the
a penalty.
ground. This is what we've been taught, Block.
Back here, guys.
If the studs are off the ground and the weight is put in, the body's off the ground, that's a problem. Now it comes back to the 40, so it might be in front, but it's a long way out.
You can have a shot.
They have to. Well, think about the moment. Penrith are about to get a penalty to get themselves into a decent position. Now this puts the Tigers, if it's successful, 6 clear. And Penrith won't get Luke back until the last 90 seconds.
I've lost his.
They're getting closer.
Just got to make sure he kicks it dead
I
here,
just lost the way.
as you mentioned.
Well, he kicked, remember, just before half-time. Not as long.
Yeah.
In fact, it was as long. This is, what, 33 metres out, and it had an angle,
Yeah,
and he
it's,
did it
it's
easily.
all-
This is all about the direction.
Decisions.
And the direction is wide. It's gone dead.
Shot clock on. 20 drop out.
So it remains a 4-point game.
Nathan, Mark.
And just fell on the back of the legs there too.
It just hasn't been their night, Penrith. And Luke, the latest to commit the hip drop. Another thing for the team back at the Clive Churchill studio to talk about. But the story tonight is the Wests Tigers.
Well, the great thing is that they've stuck to their game plan in the second half here. Just straight through the middle. And they've been making yards at ease.
Go 3.
Here's Brooks cutting back in field.
Hold here.
2 tackles left. We're in the last 10. Tigers in front. Clemmer.
Last one, left side.
Wakeham along the ground.
Got it.
Edwards slides into the in goal. Couldn't have been done any better.
I mentioned a little bit earlier about the Tigers' chase here this evening. That's good play there from Wakeham. Under all sorts of pressure, he's taken over a little bit of the short kicking game from Brooks.
They have been better in every department, but we're dealing with the 2-time champions that know how to find something. Here they go, the short one. Oh, what a pickup! Bateman. That was like a bowling ball skittling along this surface, and he just scooped it up nonchalantly.
Hold! Release! Hold in. Go 2.
Utoi Kamanu.
Hold in.
Tigers. They've got him on the ropes. Buller. Edwards again. Of course it's Dylan Edwards.
Go 4.
2 plays left. Coruscant in the game. Just ran out of room, so he had to take the tackle. Last play. Slow to Wakeham. Does it himself. Edwards. And that was excellent pressure from Salmon and Co. to hurry Wakeham into a dribbler.
Well, that's been the biggest problem for the Tigers. They've come up with a couple of forced line dropouts in this game, but had ample opportunity down the 20 off the Panthers to come away with something a little bit better than that. But Edwards, again, perfectly positioned.
Well, the scene is set for Penrith. We've talked about the Tigers all night, but this would be some win if they could get out of this. Forget the team they're playing is 17. They have been on their heels from the get-go. Now they've got a player in the bin in the closing stages.
The Tigers have been the better team.
Cleary from inside the 40, but they've dropped back. And going down immediately was Tupou after he hurled that pass. So cramp starting to take its toll.
Stand now, wait!
You know Penrith are going to be racing up to try and force the error. That's a good run from Norfoluna.
Go 2.
Yo was there. Stafford top. Big penalty.
Big penalty. To'o's been very good for the Tigers, hasn't he? Had a couple of breaks in this game. Just the ability to get involved in his own half. Gets a couple of pats on the back from his teammates. Wins that penalty there.
What's the Tigers' attitude going to be here? Do they play like a team that wants one more to put this to bed? Or do they play like a team that just wants to keep it down here and not take any unnecessary risks? Here's Bateman. Time ticking away. It's the upset of the year if it holds.
They got themselves in a position to win last week against Manly and couldn't do it. So hope it changes tonight.
They've got the lead. That's the difference here. That's a great run. Utoi Kamanu, they can't put him down. Still going. Oh, shades of Steve Jackson. Coruscant. Brooks. Clemmer, he's been everywhere. Brooks. surveys. Tackle 4. Penrith just keep holding on. Clemmer balls his way. He gets over.
Fifth and last. Dave Clemmer.
And I'll walk this back to the 10.
Let it go.
He's been good, Clemmer, hasn't he? 21 runs, 165 metres.
Well, now we come to an enormous play.
Just need to get a repeat set here.
Wakeham is just on Coruscant's right. Gets it. Passes. Bullet atop. Oh, that's heavy. But it has to be
20.
Unbelievable. That is an incredible play by Edwards to shadow that ball, contort himself, and not touch it. and maybe it came off Norfoluma, but Edwards not touching it. If they win, they can thank that as well as about half a dozen other things Edwards has done tonight. He is a marvel. Penrith, the tank must be nearly empty. Yo, his tank is never empty. They get Luke back for the last minute 50. So they're doing this with 12 men. Cleary, Luai, inside Wakeham, inside Coruscant, inside Twal. They're going to be close enough for an attacking kick. They're not done, the champs. Cleary straightens. He's already broken them open once. Penrith pressing all of a sudden. Edwards, Crichton, Peachy does well to hang on. This is the last play. Cleary. Good luck, young man. He does it. Jareem Buller holds on. But hang on, a penalty. Player taken off the ball, I believe.
Tom off. In challenge.
Tigers 1 from 1 with their challenges.
Brandon, yeah. No, he's already told me. Okay, Ash. Tigers challenging the decision of an escort from Brandon Wakeham.
They've had good success with this tonight.
Well, they've had the challenge there, haven't they? Give themselves, if they don't win the challenge, give themselves a little bit of a break here.
Either way, well done to the young number 1 for being up to that moment, but
Brendan Wakeham runs across into Stephen Crichton and escorts him off the ball. The challenge is unsuccessful.
They had the challenge, but
they've got that break there.
Repeat set, Penrith.
And just wait for the Iceman in Cleary. What will he come away with here?
Nathan. Jerome.
Now the champions can go to work.
Here and just wait. Tom on, go.
The Tigers have kept the door closed for 76 minutes. Penrith have a chance. Yo. That's a strong run down the middle. Sorensen now, Cleary. He's threatened when he's gone straight. Yo. Oh, there's Luke Brooks under the ribs. 3 tackles gone. Here's Cleary. Plenty of Tigers there, and again, Sorensen closed down quickly. Now they've stacked the left side. That's where it goes with Cleary. The kick over the top. It's in the in goal. They're claiming it. It's going up as no try, but it gets a look.
No.
Well, as Wakeham got there first there.
Look at, mate. Like, no try. Want to see if there's a push in the back or whether they're contesting through the ground.
There's a lot to look at here. What drama in Bathurst.
Clear Penrith kick chase leading up to this.
So that's To'a. He wanted to go for it, but it dropped on him.
Just checking the contact with Tyrone Peachy.
Well, it's beaten them both, hasn't it? What do you reckon, Block?
Does he push him in the back here? There's a hand on the back.
Oh, yes.
He's tackled the play without the ball. Didn't give him an opportunity to ground it.
Yeah, he can't do that.
It'd be a penalty to the Tigers, surely.
Oh, hang on. Okay, rewind.
Just to go Tyrone Peachy, whether he's playing the man or the ball. He plays the man here and interferes with
He can't do what he has done. Has to be a penalty. The Tigers are a step closer.
We have a decision.
Should be where I am, I think.
They're denied.
Yep.
It's never easy, Tigers fans, is it? It's never easy. Now, let's see if it was grounded. Well, okay, that's like a flag race at the Surf Lifesaving. 3 of them going for that. Doesn't matter, though. The Tigers, if they do this properly, Penrith might only get it one more time. They're protecting the ball at all costs here. Cradling it in the middle of their chests. The Tigers fans are making noise at Bathurst. I bet they're glad they made the trip now. There's a few Tigers fans here in Bathurst as well. Utoi Kamanu. Another good set so far. Clemmer, his 24th run. But he's lost the ball. So it just gives Penrith much better field position here as they race to bind to stop the clock.
Well, you just got to have that attention to detail. Looked like the ball had stuck in his hand there.
It's his first bad moment in 78 minutes.
Been outstanding.
John.
He's been off and hasn't moved for long.
Hold here, Uppy. Zach. Someone.
So Penrith, another chance, but they've got a lot of ground to cover. Tigers have been resolute. They have to be resolute for 2 more minutes. How good is rugby league? The drama just never ends. Salmon. Still not to halfway. 13 on 13. Luke is back. Edwards. 45 from the line. They don't score. They need to get a repeat somehow. Sorensen loose. Cleary gets it on. Peachy, could he be the man again at the death in Bathurst? Not on this play. Well, this is it. Cleary goes high. Young man, it's yours again. He's done it again. Now they just have to hang on to the ball. Oh, take a bow, Jareen Buller. You know Penrith will be on for the steal here. And the Tigers, that's handy. That's very handy. Because that's 3 tackles and there's still 50 seconds left. They're almost there. That won't take much time. Penrith probably going to get this back. Bateman.
Great run.
That's his best moment of the night, as well as that wonderful pickup off the dropout. 30 seconds to go. There's a bit of experience. Coruscant. Brooks goes long. That'll get him to the 20. That's a deliberate play, that. It forces Edwards to run all the way back. The fact it's a 20-metre tap and 7 tackles doesn't matter. They've got one play. Cleary. The kick. Crichton. It beats the ball. 273 days of misery are over. The West Tigers have come to Bathurst against the odds, and they've done it against the 2-time defending champions. And they've done it with defence, they've done it with grit, and they've done it with heart.
For the full time here at Penrith Park, the West Tigers will run out winners over the Penrith Panthers 12 points away.